Brigade is talked about a surprisingly small amount, and it's a shame because it's a must-watch film and has a ton of symbolism and meaning, I think, dripping from it. And I thought we'd do a bit of a deep dive into that in this video. One of the key imagery used throughout the film is packs of wolves, especially with our main character Fuse, who is from the Wolf Brigade and is constantly having these dreamlike sequences where he's either with a pack of wolves and himself, or just him, pack of wolves and another character. And also quotes from the Little Red Riding Hood sprinkled throughout this film. And I feel like the character of a wolf in the book, as well as just wolves in general, can represent, cruelty, brutality, cunningness, and an animalistic nature, which we're all capable of. And both sides show this. The Wolf Brigade, obviously, they're gunning down rebels in a very cold and brutal way. But you have the rebels at the start who are starting the violence in the film. They're chucking the Molotov bombs at police, causing them harm, and even sending down a young girl to the sewers with a bomb in her bag. She ends up blowing herself up because Fuse is unable to shoot her. And it just shows that each side can be the wolf in the story. Each side can have these characteristics and be the bad guy in the story, and it's simply just not black and white, as in these fantasies and these fairy tales. A couple of scenes in one location show this in a very clever way as well, and these are museum scenes. And in these scenes you have maybe two of the main characters meeting up. Usually there's some double crossing going on, but when they're speaking, they're behind a glass cage which has a pack of stuffed wolves behind them. And in these shots, when they're speaking, you can see them either behind them, or obviously just a reflection of them on the glass. And it's again showing that they literally all have a wolf in them. They all have the ability to be the bad guy, like in the book. The emphasis on wolves also plays into the theme of, struggling to find a group, a sense of belonging, and obviously struggling to maybe stay in a group or wanting to break out of a group. And this is very much like wolves, as in they are very much pack animals, much like humans. And we also constantly see different individuals in groups trying to maybe gain more power, take out another individual in a group, or just groups against each other. And that's very much a pack animal trait you see obviously with alpha males, and maybe one trying to take on another and things like that. One part of the scene which I also feel is stating how individuals can become trapped in their groups, almost captive, is when we have Kay, who is the sister of the girl who blew herself up, speaking to Fuse, and they're offering to run away with her, saying we should get out of it, get out of this situation. And this is filmed behind a fence, a metal fence, and you can see the bars when they're speaking, covering their face. And I feel these represent, the fact that they are trapped in their situation. They may not be able to escape their fate and escape their groups, and ultimately they are pawns in their own groups and can outrun their fate. The Wolf Brigade suit that our main character wears also, I feel, is representative of how cold and impersonally act of killing can be, and how they can be sent as inhumane monsters by other individuals. But we also see Fuse struggling with his humanity, and in one of the hallucinations we see Fuse with Kay, and they're both walking to a gate. Fuse cannot get past the gate, and we see a pack of wolves attack Kay, end up killing her, and they start tearing starting to eat her up. And we see Fuse's horror as he is almost scared of his own nature destroying Kay, and scared of his own wolf inside him. And also the fact that he constantly sees flashbacks of the girl blowing herself up in the sewers shows him struggling with what he's witnessed and trying to put it behind him, which probably many soldiers who've been in a war situation see these flashbacks of things they've had to witness as well. There are many things which the film has as well, many other symbols and messages I think you can kind of get from the film, but it's really one you should watch to kind of experience, and we could go on forever with this film. But as I said, thanks for watching. If you liked, give us a like, and any other comments of any films or anything you want me to look at, leave them down below. But this is Cheeky Chipmunks.